Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ballpark of the Palm Beaches as we are set for Team Venezuela 15U versus Team Dominican Republic 15U in this first of three featured games here at the main stadium in the World Comes to Palm Beaches tournament on this Friday morning. I'm Antonio Ponte. We are just a couple of minutes away from the action. Going to introduce the starting lineups first for the visiting Team Venezuela. Leading it off, number 26, it's the shortstop, Sebastian Romero. In the two spot, it's going to be number 31, the center fielder, David Sevilla. Number 13, Miguel Acosta, the third baseman, will be batting third. And the cleanup, number 34, Santiago Ponte, will be at first. Batting fifth, number 3, Andres Murillo, will be in right field. Number 24, Victor Santiez, will be in at left. Batting seventh, number 8, Cesar Albaran, will be at second base tonight. And number 17, Javier Rivera, the extra hitter in this one. In the ninth spot, it's going to be number 21, Aaron Blanco. He'll be the DH. In the 10th spot, it's number 23, Eduardo Perez at catcher. And the two EHs in the 11th and 12th spot will be number 12, Luis Revelio Jr., and number 14, Joyce Mijas. On the mound for Team Venezuela will be Diego Cordero, number 57. Team Venezuela also with two subs on the bench. It's number 42, Diego Peña, and number 20, Fernando Gonzalez. Now the lineup for the Dominican Republic, leading it off is going to be number 22, Gonzalez at second base, number 36, Vasquez at third, number 50, Tavares will be at shortstop, number 12, De La Rosa, the EH, 23, Romero at catcher, number 30, Sanchez in left. In the seventh spot is number 25, Perez in right, number 34, Marcelino will be in center. Number 27, Garcia will be at first. Pitching will be Castillo, hitting 10th. And hitting 11th will be Lucas, the extra hitter. Three substitutes as well for the DR. It's Lopez, Polanco, and Fermin. As the DR is set to take the field. This is the first featured matchup in the 15U bracket. If you haven't not had the chance, on Wednesday, we had opening night featured matchup between Venezuela and the DR. That was the 18U game. I was alongside special guest Charles Johnson here in the booth. And yesterday, we had a pair of featured matchups in the 12U and 18U division as well. This is the first 15U featured game here at the main stadium, as tomorrow the 55 and over bracket begins play as well. Open division here in the tournament starting yesterday. It was a wild first day of play for the open division as well. Team Dominican Republic coming back in the final inning to take the victory over Team Earth in the open division. And Team Italy also picking up a win as they continue play today. Let's go over the defensive lineup for the DR from left to right in the outfield. It's Sanchez in left, Marcelino in center, and Perez in right. Across the diamond will be Vasquez, Tavares at short. It's going to be Gonzalez at second and Garcia at first. Doing the catching duties for the DR will be Romero behind the dish, and Castillo is on the mound. So Romero, Sevilla, and Acosta will lead it off for Venezuela. As always, we'll be doing our best here in the booth to read your comments in the chat. So if you'd like to send a shout out to any of your players, friends, teammates, or would just like to show your support, leave a comment and we will shout you out here in the booth. And first pitch is in there. And that's how things get started. It's a fastball from Castillo, and we are underway. Romero at the plate. As that one's in there. Count at 1-1. First pitch was a bit low, so 1-1 count now on Romero. This was a highly anticipated matchup between this 15U DR and Team Venezuela team. As Castillo will skip that one in, and the count now at 2-1. Head coach Charlie for the DR, also alongside former Major Leaguer Julian Tavares, have high expectations for this 15U DR group. Is that pitch? It might have got him. It did. So Romero's going to get hit by a pitch here. And that'll start things off for Team Venezuela. And that's going to bring Sevilla to the plate. A quick check by Castillo on Romero at first, but he's back in safely. So a man on, no outs here in the top half of inning number 1. As there's a fastball upstairs. That pitch in there for a strike. Romero at first, hit by a pitch. And he's on the move. Pitch is in there for a strike to throw, just off the mark. And Romero able to steal second base. First stolen base here for Team Venezuela. There is speed throughout the lineup for Venezuela, but a lot of power in the bats as well. So 2 strikes on Sevilla. Runner in scoring position now. Castillo set. Here's the pitch. That one's in the air. The second baseman able to make the catch, and that will be the first out here in the top half of the first. So 1 out now for the Dominican Republic. That will bring Acosta to the plate. Romero still at second. Castillo looking to work around a leadoff hit by pitch. That one skips in. This is Miguel Acosta, third baseman for Team Venezuela in this one. Castillo set and deals that pitch in the other's batter's box now. So Acosta way ahead here at the plate as Castillo set and deals that one in there for a strike. This is the early bird special, an early start time here at the park. As there's a shot, that's going to get down for Acosta. Romero will score. Acosta at second. He's going to go to third. The throw will be cut off, and it's a stand-up triple for Miguel Acosta, and Venezuela leads it early here, 1-0. Great at-bat there by Acosta. Able to work Castillo into a 3-1 count. Got a fastball that he liked. And he displayed the power there that these Venezuelan bats have. Took it all the way to the warning track. In fact, it was able to skip up on the wall. And it stayed on the warning track. And that was what allowed Acosta to get to third. So 1-0 now Venezuela early in this one. It's Santiago Ponte at the plate. This is the cleanup spot, the lefty, as he'll look that fastball in for a strike. Castillo set, already in a jam early in inning number 1, as that one is hit a ton, but the wind pushing in will hold it. The throw is going to come to the plate. It's close. But the throw not in time. That was Acosta tagging up. I don't think he realized how close the place was. And he did not slide, but he was in safely. And it's now 2-0 Venezuela. So a sacrifice fly there from Ponte will put 2 outs on the board. But Venezuela able to clear the bases here in inning number 1. As Andres Murillo now at the plate. First pitch from Castillo is upstairs, and the count now at 1-0. It may be early, but the crowd already into this one. Bell cows, horns, all blasting already. Tons of energy as that one's in there for a strike. Still 2 strikes, but that one upstairs. Castillo looking for the strikeout to end the inning here. Venezuela and the DR, again, played opening night, but that was the 18U division. As that one called a strike. So I believe now 2 strikes on Murillo. Venezuela able to come victorious 10-0 over the DR on that opening night. So we'll see if the 15U team is able to kind of make up for that big loss as Murillo surrenders a second walk of the inning. That's going to bring up Victor Santeliz. Another left-handed bat in this Venezuelan lineup. As that first pitch is going to be fouled right back towards the concourse area, and the count now at 0-1. Castillo set. Here's the pitch. That one's taken for a ball. One is swung on and missed. And 2 strikes now. Albaran on deck as that fastball's inside. Castillo set. Here's the pitch. Full count now, 3-2. 2 outs here in inning number 1. Murillo will be on the move. Infield played back. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And so Castillo able to get the strikeout. Venezuela strands a runner, but they pick up 2 runs on 1 hit. We head to the bottom half of the first. It's going to be the DR after this. Bottom half of inning number 1, just about set to begin. It's going to be the lefty, Diego Cordero, on the mound for Team Venezuela, as he's set to face Gonzalez, Vasquez, and Tavares here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Go over the defensive alignment for Venezuela after this first pitch from the lefty. That one in the air to center. It's going to be the second baseman, Albaran, able to make the catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Venezuela to lead things off here in the bottom of the first. And so that'll bring up the third baseman, Vasquez, to the plate. From left to right in the outfield, it's Santiez, Sevilla, and Murillo. Across the diamond from third to first is Acosta, Romero, Albarran, and Ponte. Perez behind the dish, and of course Cordero on the mound as the lefty is set and deals. That one just fouled off. So a good job so far by Cordero to get ahead in the count. He's set. Here's the pitch. That one on the ground to shortstop. Backhanded snag, the throw to first. Beautiful play in time for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Team Venezuela. It's going to bring up Tavares to the plate. Shortstop in this one. Cordero set. First pitch to Tavares. That one in there for strike 1. 0-1 count on Tavares. Here's the pitch. That one on the ground to third. It's going to get past the third baseman. Down the line. It's fair. Tavares digging for 2. The ball skips off the wall. The throw will not be in time. It's a double for Tavares. So this first inning will continue after that double down the line for the DR. And so for the first time, we'll see Cordero out the stretch. Tavares with a healthy lead at second. Here's the pitch. Fastball's upstairs. So 1-0 count on De La Rosa. This is the cleanup spot for the DR. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled back. So 1-1 count now. That one shot down the other way. That's going to get down for a base hit. Tavares will be sent home. It's going to be a close play at the plate. The throw, it was in time, but off the mark. The throw to second is not in time. Great base running there from the DR to make this a 2-1 game. Tavares would have been out at home, but the catcher unable to hold on to the ball. And De La Rosa able to advance to second on that throw. Just managed to get under the tag. And it's now 2-1 Venezuela. So a 2-out rally now puts De La Rosa on second. And the catcher Romero to the plate. Cordero set. Here's the pitch. First curveball that we've seen from Cordero's upstairs. One and 0 count to the catcher. Pitch to Romero. That's swung on and missed. Big swing there by Romero. He was looking to tie this ball game up. Cordero set. looking at the runner at second, goes home. And that's a swing and a miss. 2 strikes now on Romero. Cordero set. 2-strike pitch. Outside. De La Rosa at second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. The Dominican Republic looking to get back that second run that they surrendered in the first, as there's a curveball that's upstairs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. So Cordero able to get out of the inning. The Dominican Republic will strand a runner on second, but they pick up a run on the single. It's 2-1 Venezuela through 1. We'll be back for the top of the second after this. Welcome back to the top half of inning number 2. It's going to be Victor Santiez at the plate. First pitch inside for ball 1. I apologize. This is Cesar Albaran at the plate. That pitch on the ground to shortstop. Tavares comes up with it, throws it over to first, and that's in time for out number 1 here to start the second. So quick out number 1 will bring to the plate number 17, Javier Rivera. Rivera, the extra hitter in this one. Castillo set. The first pitch to Rivera is on the ground. Castillo picks it up himself, sets his feet, and throws it to first in time for out number 2. So 2 quick outs now for Castillo. Will bring to the plate Aaron Blanco, the designated hitter in this one. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of inning number 2 for Venezuela as they lead it 2-1 here over the DR as a fastball is upstairs and the count now at 1-0. Castillo set and deals. That pitch in the dirt. So 2-0 now. That pitch is in for a strike. So 2-1 count now. Here's the pitch from Castillo. That one's in the air to center. Center fielder ranging back, but able to get under the ball. And that's going to be the 3rd out here in the top of the 2nd. Much cleaner inning for the DR. We'll move to the bottom of the 2nd after this break. Welcome back to this featured 15U game of the day. It's Venezuela and DR. First pitch from Cordero is in there for a strike. This is number 30, Sanchez at the plate, the left fielder for the Dominican Republic. As he's behind in the count 0-1. Lefty on lefty matchup. As that one is swung on and missed. 2 strikes now. Cordero set. 2-strike pitch. That one's off. And the count now at 1-2. Cordero set once again. There's a curveball. That one drops in for a strike. And that'll be the 2nd strikeout of the morning for Cordero. As there's now 1 out here in the bottom of the 2nd. So 1 out here in inning number 2. It's going to bring up number 25, the right fielder, Perez. First pitch, fastball's in there for strike one. That one fouled back. And so Cordero, once again, doing a good job of filling up the strike zone as he's set and deals. That one in the air to second, but it'll be the first baseman who'll range over and make the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom half of inning number 2. We'll bring to the plate the center fielder, Marcelino, number 34 for the Dominican Republic. As that pitch is fouled back for strike one. Still 2 outs here in the second as Cordero is set. Here's the pitch. That ball headed towards the bleachers, and it'll drop foul for the second strike. That pitch, a check swing, but the home plate umpire said he went around. So it's going to be a strikeout for Cordero to end the bottom half of the second. The Dominican Republic goes 1-2-3. We move to the third after this break. Top half of inning number 3. Castillo set. First pitch is fouled back for strike number 1. This is Eduardo Perez, the catcher for Team Venezuela. As that fastball is up and in, and 1-1 count now. Ball on a strike. Here's the pitch from Castillo. That one is in there for strike number 2. Two strikes from Castillo. Here's the pitch. Curveball is a check swing that goes in play. Tavares scoops it up at short. Throw to first. Ooh, first baseman off the bag. Close play, but the field umpire with the best view of it, and he makes the call. So that'll be an infield single to lead things off here in the third. And that'll bring to the plate Luis Ravello Jr. Castillo out the stretch. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So Perez able to reach on the infield single. As there's a fastball on the inside part of the plate. Ball on a strike now on Ravello Jr. Check on the runner at first. He's back safely. Still no outs here in the third. Ball and a strike to Ravello. As there's a swing and a miss, and 2 strikes now on Ravello Jr. Castillo fires that one, but it's inside. As some rain begins to fall here at the park. Cloudy morning here in West Palm Beach, Florida. Should just pass over. As that ball's put in play to second, they'll go to second for 1, and it'll be a fielder's choice. And that'll be the first out here in the second. Excuse me, first out here in the top half of the third inning. So 1 out and a man on. It's going to be the 12th spot. Joyce Mijas at the plate for Venezuela. Ravello Jr. at first. As that one in the air, but it'll go out of play, foul. So a quick sprinkle of rain over the field. Looks like it has already stopped. But the wind continues to blow. That pitch outside. Wind basically blowing in from right center field at this point. So it's going across the diamond. Here's a pitch. That one outside. There's going to be a throw to first. And Ravello Jr. is thrown out. A back pick by the Dominican Republic. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Ravello Jr. had a huge secondary lead, but a strong throw, able to put 2 outs on the board. That pitch to Mijas upstairs, so it's going to be a walk. And that'll flip the lineup card back over. It's going to be Sebastian Romero. Romero was hit by a pitch to lead off the ball game. Swung on and missed. And the count at 0-1. One on, 2 outs here in the third. Runner on the move, but the pitch is popped up in the air. It'll be the shortstop Tavares who's under it to make the play. And that'll do it here in the third. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Not going anywhere yet. It looks like Romero will be awarded first. It was a catcher's interference. catcher's interference on the Dominican Republic will keep the third inning alive, so there will now be players on first and second as David Sevilla, the center fielder, will step to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch outside, taken for ball 1. Pickoff move. But Mijas back safely. The Dominican Republic nearly had their second pickoff here in the inning. So still 2 outs here in the third. Here's the pitch. That one fouled straight back. Two to 1 Venezuela here in the top of the third if you're just joining us. Both the Venezuela and Dominican Republic picking up their runs in the first inning. It was 2 in the top of the first for Venezuela. It was a leadoff hit by pitch, followed by a triple and a sacrifice fly. And for the DR, it was a 2-out rally, a double and a single in that bottom of the first that brought them their first run of the game. It's been quiet since, but Venezuela threatening here with runners on second and first. Mijas worked a 2-out walk, and Romero able to reach first on the catcher's interference. The pitch from Castillo is in there, and that'll end the inning. A strikeout here in the top of the third. So Venezuela will strand 2 runners as we move to the bottom of the third after this break. Bottom half of the third. It's going to be Garcia, Castillo, and Lucas to lead it off here for the Dominican Republic. First pitch taken for ball 1. As the wind really pushing in. That one's popped up, but foul. Cordero set. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that one high and in. That one nearly got Garcia, but he's able to get out the way. Rain expected in the area just for the next 30 minutes or so. As that one's in the air, and the left fielder unable to get to it. It's going to be a leadoff single for Garcia. And so that'll bring to the plate number 21, Lucas. So I believe Castillo is being DH'd for. So the Dominican Republic pitcher Castillo will not hit for himself as the wind gusts pick up here at the ballpark. And the rain looking like it is starting to fall once again. That one on the ground sounded like the bat might have been broken. The throw will go to second. It's in time. And that's going to be the first out on the fielder's choice as fans run to escape the rain. It is really starting to come down. So a fielder's choice for Lucas will flip the lineup card back over. There's one out here in the third for the Dominican Republic. Cordero set. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed. And Gonzalez now behind the count 0-1. That pitch in there for strike two. So Cordero way ahead here in the count. Taking a look at the radar, this is just a quick moving storm. Hopefully the field manages to hold up as that pitch is fouled off and still two strikes. Cordero comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball. That one upstairs. So Gonzalez with another chance here at the plate. It was a close pitch. Cordero wanted it, but home plate umpire not giving him the strike three call. That one in the dirt. So Gonzalez stays alive. Still two strikes. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt. It's going to get away from the catcher. Runner on the move. The throw to second is not in time. And so Lucas able to advance on the wild pitch. The rain continuing to fall. An early morning shower here in West Palm Beach. Two strikes on Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. That one on the ground, but foul down the third base line. Gonzalez was behind in the count 0-2. He's managed to work himself into a long at bat. Cordero set. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed. So a good fight there by Gonzalez, but Cordero able to pick up the strikeout. And that's the second out here in the third. The Dominican Republic with the tying run at second as we begin to move through the halfway mark of this game. Cordero set, looks at the runner at second, goes home. That pitch on the ground, it's foul. This is number 36, the third baseman Vasquez at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out in his first at-bat. That pitch taken for a ball. So Cordero comes set. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed. And now 2 strikes on Vasquez. Cordero set. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed. And Cordero able to get out of that third inning of work. Venezuela holds on to the lead. It's 2-1 after 3. Top half of inning number 4 set to begin. Leading it off is going to be number 13, Miguel Acosta, the third baseman. He's 1 for 1 today. Had that triple back in the first, as there's a big swing and a miss for strike 1. Venezuela leads it here 2-1 after 3. As Castillo with a slow delivery to the plate, and Acosta hits that one deep to left, but the play is made, and that'll be the first out here in the 4th. So the slow delivery from Castillo, able to get Acosta to fly out. Looked like Nestor Cortez on the mound. as there's one out here in the top of the fourth. This is Santiago Ponte now at the plate. He had a sacrifice fly back in the first inning. That fastball outside. Two and 0 the count. Here's the pitch. That one upstairs, and it's now 3-0 on Ponte. Castillo comes set, trying to work back from 3-0. He'll start off there with a fastball in for a strike. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball's upstairs, and it's a 5-pitch walk. And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Andres Murillo, as we'll have a quick mound visit. Murillo was walked in his first plate appearance. So a man on, one out here in the top of the fourth. Venezuela leading by 1. Both pitchers surrendering the 2 runs for the DR here in the top of the first, and for Venezuela, the 1 run in the bottom of the first. But since then, it's been a pitcher's duel. Is that first pitch taken for ball 1? Castillo set. There's the pitch. That one's upstairs. So 2-0 now, as Castillo has struggled to find the zone these past 2 batters. Finds it there. That one's in for a strike. 2-1 count now. That one swung on and missed. So Castillo able to work back from 2-0. It's now 2-2. Looking for a big second out here of the inning. Swung on and missed, and Castillo able to get the strikeout. That will be out number 2 here in the top of the fourth. So that'll bring to the plate number 24, Victor Santeliz. Santeliz 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. First pitch taken for ball 1. One and no count. Here's the pitch. That one in the air. That is deep to right, but it's foul. That'll find its way up on the concourse, and the count now at 1-1. Castillo will step off. Ponte at first. Had a big lead. Still 2 outs. There comes the pitch. Oh! That one slips out of his hand. The ball slips out of Castillo's hand. It's not a balk. It is just a ball. That was a delivered pitch. So that will allow Ponte to reach second. You don't see that every day. Castillo set. Here comes the pitch. That one's fouled straight back. And still 2 strikes. Two strikes on Victor Santillas. Castillo set. Here's the pitch. That one's upstairs. Castillo set. Ponte at second. Here's the pitch to Santillas. It's upstairs. And that's going to be another walk. Castillo looks like he's struggling to grip the ball. Asks for a new one. And there'll be runners on first and second for the second baseman, Albaran. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out back in his first at-bat. Castillo. Ball now in play. So he comes set. Here's the pitch. Back pick to first. The throw was off the target. And so back in safely is Santillas. 1-0 count. As that one's on the ground, it's past the diving glove of the third baseman. 1 run will come around to score. Throw will be cut off, and the runner will be held at third. It's a 2-out double, and Venezuela takes back the run that they gave up in the bottom of the first. It's now 3-1 here in the 4th inning. A double for Albaran will put runners in scoring position. It's Santillas at third, Albaran at second, and Ponte in to score on that double. Castillo set. First pitch in the dirt. This is Javier Rivera at the plate. Rivera's 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. That one outside. Catcher able to keep it in front of him, so the runners will have to stay at second and third. Trouble for the Dominican Republic here in the 4th. 1 in already, and Venezuela threatening with more. Runners in scoring position and 2 outs. As there's going to be an intentional walk. Head coach Julian Tavares will intentionally walk Rivera and bring the designated hitter Blanco to the plate. And he'll take a quick mound visit. So we'll take a quick break here in the booth. Now coming into pitch will be number 36, Vasquez. So we're all set. Vasquez now on the mound for the Dominican Republic. The bases are loaded. It's the DH, Aaron Blanco at the plate. And that first pitch in there for strike one. Oh, 1 count to Blanco. Head coach Julian Tavares intentionally walked the bases loaded, and it's going to come back to bite him. That ball drops into the outfield. 1 run in to score. The throw to the plate, not in time. 2-run score. It's 5-1 Venezuela here in the 4th. It was a bloop single for Blanco, and there's runners now on the corner here with 2 outs. That pitch popped up in the air but foul. This is the catcher, Eduardo Perez, at the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. As there's a good curveball that drops in for strike number 2. Two strikes on Perez. That one outside in the dirt, but the catcher able to keep it in front of him. So the runners will stay at first and third. Vasquez just looking to get out of the inning now. A 3-run inning here in the 4th for Venezuela. Runner on the move, but the pitch is popped up and foul. Vasquez set, runner on the move. That one is in there for strike 3, so that'll end the inning. Venezuela strands a pair of runners, but they pick up 3 runs here in the top of the 4th. It's going to be the Dominican Republic looking to fight back after this break. Bottom of the fourth set to begin. Diego Cordero still on the mound for Venezuela, as that first pitch to Tavares is fouled back. A fan in the crowd able to make the catch. And that'll bring some of the fans to their feet in cheer. 0-1 to Tavares is outside. The count now at a ball and a strike. Tavares is 1 for 1 today. He doubled back in his first plate appearance. Would later come around to score the only run of the game so far for the DR, as he hits that one deep down the right field line, but it's foul. And 2 strikes now. Cordero set. Here's the pitch. Curveball. But Tavares able to fight it off. Cordero set. Here's the pitch. On the ground. And that'll roll foul. So 2 strikes to Tavares. Cordero set and deals. That one on the ground to second. Throw over to first. That's in time for out number 1 here to begin the 4th inning. So one out here in the 4th. It's De La Rosa at the plate. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. As that pitch just swung on and missed. Cordero set. Here's the pitch. That one on the ground, but it'll trickle foul. There's a curveball that heads all the way to the backstop. That pitch on the ground, but it's foul. And so 2 strikes on De La Rosa. Cordero set. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Check swing. But De La Rosa able to hold his bat back. Here's the pitch. That one outside. Cordero once again. Here's the pitch to De La Rosa. That one in the air to left. Racing towards the wall is the third baseman, but it'll hit off the netting. And That's going to be a foul ball, so still 2 strikes. Here's a pitch from Cordero. That one in the dirt. Great at bat there by De La Rosa. Able to work a walk and get that pitch count up on Cordero. As that'll bring to the plate the catcher, Romero. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out back in his first plate appearance. 1 out here in the 4th. That one on the ground. First baseman going to toss it to first. The pitcher was covering, but the runner is safe, and that's going to be an infield single. It was a good job by the first baseman just to keep it in play in the infield. And now runners on first and second for Team Dominican Republic, as the left fielder Sanchez will step to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. The outfield very shallow here in this at-bat. Lefty at the plate, lefty on lefty. It's a good matchup for Cordero. As that pitch gets away, the throw to third is off the target. The pitch skipped away, and the runner's able to both advance. So 2 runners now in scoring position. And this is the best opportunity the Dominican Republic has had to bring in some runs since that first inning. They trail 5-1. Cordero comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball's in there for a strike. "5-1 Venezuela." But the Dominican Republic on the heels of getting their second run of the game. Here's the pitch. That one outside. Cordero set. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled back. Romero at second, De La Rosa at third. 1 out here in the 4th for the Dominican Republic. As Cordero set on the mound, here's the pitch. That one outside and in the dirt. And the count now full. It's 3-2 on Sanchez. A walk would load the bases. It would be the first time all day for the Dominican Republic to have the bases loaded. So a big pitch on the way. Oh, that one actually is going to hit. That's going to hit the batter. That was Sanchez, who takes one off the leg. So the base is now loaded. And now the crowd for the Dominican Republic really starting to come to life. Tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. And it looks like we'll have a mound visit. So we'll take a quick break. We'll see if Cordero gets pulled. So we are back. Team Venezuela will keep Cordero in with the bases loaded and one out here in the fourth. It's Perez, the right fielder, at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. And he hits that one on a line to short. The ball's caught. The throw to third. It's in time. What a play. A diving grab by the shortstop. And Venezuela able to escape the bases loaded jam. The Dominican Republic will end the inning stranding runners on first and second. And that'll do it here in the fourth. It's 5-1 Venezuela. We'll be back for the top of the fifth after the break. Top half of inning number 5 set to begin. First pitch upstairs from Vasquez. That pitch inside, the count now at 2-0. This is Ravello Jr. at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with the fielder's choice today, as that one is fouled off. So 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. That one in there. 2 strikes now on Ravello Jr. That went in there for strike 3. And now 1 out here for the Dominican Republic to begin things in the 5th. That'll bring up Joyce Mijas. He walked in his first plate appearance. First pitch in there for strike 1 from Vasquez. Fastball upstairs. Count now at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Curveball. That one buckles Mijas, and now 2 strikes. Another curveball, but that one low and in the dirt. Three-two count now. Pitch was in the dirt. And that one on the corner. That's going to be strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Vasquez. So 2 outs now. We'll bring the lineup card back to the top. It's Sebastian Romero. Romero was hit by a pitch and then reached first on a catcher's interference. One 0 from Vasquez. That's on the ground. Going to get past the shortstop and into left field for a base hit. So Romero now 1 for 1 with a single hit by pitch and catcher's interference. Quick check on Romero at first, but he's back safely. Good lead by Romero on first. Speedy runner as that pitch is fouled out of play. Sevilla at the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Vasquez set. Runner on the move. The throw is low. And it's a stolen base for Romero. Pitch from Vasquez is upstairs. So 2 quick outs and a single. And that one going to second. Second baseman played it perfectly, but the throw's off the bag. First baseman had to jump off the bag to make the catch. And that'll put runners on first and third. So a throwing error will allow Sevilla to get to first. And we're going to have a mound visit here for the Dominican Republic. So we'll take a quick break in the booth. So we're back. A pep talk from Coach Charlie. Trying to fire his guys up and get them out of this 5th inning. First pitch low and away. This is Acosta. He's had some of the most dangerous at-bats against the Dominican Republic so far. It was a triple and a long flyout so far in this one. That fastball's upstairs. There's the pitch. There's a fastball that's in there for a strike. Runners on first and third. 2 outs in the 5th. Vasquez comes set. That one hit hard but foul. And 2 strikes now. On Miguel Acosta. Runner on the move. That fastball is upstairs. So it'll be 3-2. Full count. Runners on second and third. Another tough spot here for the Dominican Republic. And that pitch is upstairs, and the bases will be loaded. It's going to bring up to the plate Santiago Ponte. 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly and a walk. So bases loaded once again for Venezuela. First pitch, that's in there. Just a little too inside, and the count at 1-0. One pitch is high, and the count now at 2-0. Nowhere to put Ponte. The bases are loaded. That one is inside, and the count now at 3-0. There's the pitch. That one is going to hit Ponte. And the Dominican Republic will allow another run to come in, hit by pitch. And some frustration out of the Dominican Republic dugout, as it's now 6-1. First pitch taken for a ball, and now the Dominican Republic bullpen will start to get loose. It's going to be a righty. That pitch in there for a strike. Pitch from Vasquez. That's downstairs. So a 5-run lead now for Venezuela. Bases still loaded. And that one up the middle. It's going to get past the infield. 1 run's in to score. The second run in to score. And it's a 2 RBI single. Center fielder did not come up firing. Picked up the ball, kind of watched the runner come around third to score. And so that'll make it 8-1 as we're going to have a pitching change. So we'll take a break in the booth. Come back after the reliever is ready. We're all set. It's 8-1 Venezuela following the single from Murillo. First pitch is upstairs, taken for ball one. This is Victor Santillas. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. As that pitch is in there for a strike. That fastball is upstairs. Pitcher set and deals. Oh, that one's going to hit off the helmet. And so the bases once again will be loaded. So bases are juiced. It's going to be Albaran at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today with a double. First pitch upstairs. Count at 1-0. That one in the air. That's going to be caught by the second baseman, and that'll end it here in the top of the 5th. But Venezuela able to add some more runs. It's now 8-1 as we move to the bottom of the 5th after the break. Bottom half of inning number 5. Cordero still on the mound for Team Venezuela, as there's a swing and a miss. Marcelino at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. As that one swung on and missed as well. So 0-2 to Marcelino. The Dominican Republic 7 runs back in this one. 8-1 Venezuela. As that fastball on the corner is in there for strike 3. So that'll bring to the plate Garcia. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. First pitch to Garcia. That one in there for strike 1. So 4 1/3 inning of work so far for Cordero. As here's the 0-1 pitch. That one low and in, and the count now at 1-1. One pitch. That one's in the air to second. Second baseman racing to get it, unable to make the catch. It was a long run for the second baseman who was playing deep on the edge of the infield grass. And so that'll put a runner on first. It's Garcia's second single of the day. And that brings Lucas to the plate. 0 for 1 today with the fielder's choice. First pitch upstairs. And the count at 1-0. Garcia at first. Here's a pitch from Cordero. That one's inside, and the count now at 2-0. It's Lucas, then back to the top of the lineup for the Dominican Republic. Trailing by 7, and looking to get back in it here in the bottom of the 5th. Fastball's upstairs, and the count now at 3-0. Six strikeouts through 4 1/3 for Cordero, as he looks to get out of his 5th inning of work. Still cloudy here at West Palm, but the rain has completely cleared out, as there's a fastball in for a strike. First of 3 featured matchups today here on CBO TV. 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock games will all be broadcasted live here on our YouTube at the main stadium. As that one swung in the air, that's deep down the line and right. It's got a chance, but that one is just foul. And so Lucas will have to come back. 2 strikes now. Here in the bottom of the 5th, 1 out, runner on first. Cordero set. Here's the 2-strike pitch. That one on the ground to shortstop. The 2nd for 1. The throw to first. It's in time. It's a double play. And Diego Cordero able to get out of his 5th inning of work. Venezuela still leads it 8-1. We'll be back for the top half of the 6th after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, apologize there for the no audio. We had some technical difficulties. So for the bottom of the sixth, we're going to have Paola Chesterfini, special guest on the broadcast, going to do the bottom half of inning number 6 completely in Spanish. So don't go too far. We'll be back after the break. Again, it'll be Paola Chesterfini completely in Spanish here on CBO TV.
Ok, buenos días. Estamos aquí en el ballpark. Ahorita va pichando por Venezuela Diego Cordero. Y en el bate, González. Bola. Primera bola. Segunda strike. Primera strike. Base por bola. Tercera bola, base por bola. Viene a batear ahora Vázquez. Ok. Ay, tocó la pelota. Y no corrió. No se dio la jugada que trata de hacer nuestro querido jugador de República Dominicana, Vázquez. Bola. Pues están preparados en el bate. Sigue bateando Vázquez. González ha intentado robarse la base, pero no lo ha logrado. Diego Cordero está pichando. Strike. Poncho. Se ponchó Vázquez. Ahora viene nuestro tercer jugador de República Dominicana, Tavares. Ok, el inning se ha acabado con un doble play. Y bueno, vamos ahorita a break mientras sale el equipo de Venezuela a batear.
Welcome back, top half of inning number 7. Thank you to Paola for doing the bottom half of inning number 6 completely in Spanish. Paola is a sports agent from Venezuela, represents multiple teams in the LPB.
A sport lawyer from Venezuela. Yes, I work in Tiburones de la Guaira and in Caracas Baseball Club as a legal manager. My specialization is in sport, as a sport manager from FIFA. And well, I'm here right now. Thank you so much for inviting me today.
Absolutely. So you work with the Soccer Federation too?
Yes, I work with the Soccer Federation too.
So top of the 7th. This is Ravello Jr. at the plate. As he hits that one in the air out to left. A dive. That ball is on the ground, so it's going to be a base hit to lead it off here in the 7th. So Ravello Jr. now 1 for 3 on the day. So you and I have something in common. We both know Cesar Vivas. Cesar now plays professionally in Venezuela. He used to play here in the United States. I was his manager last year.
Okay.
Last year for one of my summer teams. So that's pretty cool. What's it like over there? Is it different than baseball in the United States, or is it mostly the same?
It's mostly the same because we follow the major league rules, so it's the same.
And the season's the same time as like Major League Baseball?
No, we have the winter season.
Winter sim.
Yes, the professional baseball league is since October to the end of January, beginning of February, maybe. Depend how it's going.
Is that rainy season in Venezuela, or is it the weather's usually good still even in
The
the
weather
winter?
is usually good, but the raining season is since May to July.
Okay.
Maybe yes, like it's the winter season.
Okay.
But we call winter because it's just October since February. But the weather is different.
But it stays warm.
It's warm, yes. It's cold, but in December, but not so cold
Okay.
as here. Yes. Yes. The weather all the time is the same, all the year.
So when you work with the clubs, are you reviewing contracts of players and
Yes.
and legal things for the team? As there's going to be a ground ball double play, but they say the first baseman's off the bag, so it's going to be a fielder's choice for Mijas. He'll reach first, one out here in the seventh, as Venezuela leading by 7. So tell me a little bit about what you do with the contracts and stuff.
Well, I have to write, oversee every contract, the player's contract, sponsorship, TV, radio, everything, the stadio, the contract with the stadio because our team doesn't have like stadio.
So you
I
outsource it.
Yes.
Right.
But from the government, and well, I basically see and redact and write every contract and negotiation. I make negotiations sometimes.
Now, do you?
With the players, with anything the team needs.
So do you advise the team and the players, or just the team?
The team.
And the players have their own.
When they're making his contract, they're signing his contract. Yes.
Now, do they have their own agents in Venezuela?
No, Venezuela, that is a little bit different.
Okay.
Yes, because the team can sign since they are very young, depends, and they have some school like baseball school.
Like an academy.
And like an academy, yes. And like they can make like a special of agent, but we don't have like agents like this in the United States. It's different. And they start working with the teams
from a young age.
From a young age, and then they're doing his career, his professional career. To go to a professional league.
2 outs. That ball's on the ground, but foul. So a very big Venezuelan baseball player is retiring this year, Miguel Cabrera.
Oh my God, yes.
I'm sure probably one of your favorites.
Yes.
So what was that like, to see Miguel's career, and now that his career's over, what does it, mean to Venezuela?
I think the Venezuelans feel very proud about him. He did a really great job, and he did a very great job, and he's a really good human and an amazing player. So I think he can continue doing some work on baseball.
Yeah.
Since another his position, not as a player, but I'm sure that he's continue doing his job in baseball.
Ground ball to the third baseman. The throw is going to go to first, and that'll be in time. So Venezuela will strand a runner at first base. The Dominican Republic will have one last chance here in the bottom of the 7th. We're going to take a quick break as we get set for the final half of this ball game. Bottom of inning number 7. Cordero still on the mound for Team Venezuela. It's going to be De La Rosa, Romero, and Sanchez. Final chance here for the Dominican Republic as that pitch is fouled off. Fortunately, we're having some technical difficulties audio-wise here in the booth. Trying to work around a broken microphone. Pitch from Cordero. That one's on the ground to shortstop. Fielded cleanly and thrown over to first. That's in time for out number 1. And so Venezuela 2 outs away from picking up a win here in the 15U division. International bracket play continues throughout today and tomorrow before headed to tournament playoffs beginning on Saturday. Now at the plate will be J.M. Romero, the catcher for the Dominican Republic, as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. 8 runs for Venezuela, the DR with 1 run here through 6 1/3 innings. The pitch from Cordero is fouled off out of play. So 6 1/3 innings of work so far for Diego Cordero, as he has 7 strikeouts. So an impressive showing so far from Cordero. As he is 2 outs away from completing a 1-run complete game for Team Venezuela. Two strikes on De La Rosa. Here's the pitch. That one on the ground but foul. So still 2 strikes on the lefty. This is the first of 3 featured games here on CBO TV. Cordero comes set. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off. So Romero not going down without a fight. Still 2 strikes. Bottom half of the 7th. 7-inning game between Venezuela and the DR. Venezuela leads it 8-1. 2-strike pitch is also fouled off. So a long at bat for Romero. Following the conclusion of this game, it's going to be Puerto Rico and USA here on the main stadium, as well as Puerto Rico and Italy in the 18U division as well. Those are the 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock games. So the featured open division game of the tournament, Puerto Rico and the USA, and then it's Puerto Rico and Italy 18U play, as that pitch in the dirt. So Romero still fighting at the plate. 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock for those featured games. And then coverage will begin tomorrow at 1:30 with the 15U championship, followed by the 18U championship at 4:30. Pitch from Cordero. That one's driven in the air. Right fielder makes the catch, and Venezuela now 1 out away from picking up a key victory over Puerto Rico. So 2 outs. It's all going to come down to Sanchez. 0 for 1 today with a strikeout and a hit by pitch. Swung on and missed, and Cordero ahead in the count now 0-1. That pitch outside, and the count now at 1-1. Ball and a strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Venezuela leading by 7. 1 out away from taking a victory over the DR, as that curveball is outside, and the count now at 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Outside, and the count now at 3-1. The 3-1 from Cordero is in the dirt, and that'll be a walk. So the game will continue. It'll be Perez, the right fielder, 0 for 2 today, who will have a shot here for the Dominican Republic as they trail 8-1. Cordero comes set. First pitch. That one's fouled off. 0-1 count now on Perez. Cordero back on the mound as he comes set. Here's the pitch. That one's in the air. It's playable. First baseman under it. He makes the catch, and Venezuela will win it 8-1, fueled by a complete game from Diego Cordero. 7 innings of work, 7 strikeouts for Cordero, and Venezuela will win the first 15U featured game here on CBO TV of the tournament. Final score 8-1. We're going to wrap things up. Once again, thank you to Paola for joining us here on the broadcast. We're going to sign off and be back in approximately 30 minutes for the second of this featured series here on CBO TV. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.